Providence providing us with another Hall of Fame coaching matchup. Coach Cal against Coach Pitino in the second round. Both won a national title as Kentucky head coach. This season, two different paths to the tournament. Pitino with one of his best coaching jobs of his career. Coach Cal with a challenging first season at Arkansas. They collide on Saturday for a spot in the Sweet 16. And let's get right to the site. Welcome in CBS Sports senior writer Matt Norlander, who has had himself a day there in Providence. Matt, Coach Cal, Coach Pitino meeting for the fifth time in the NCAA tournament. Split the previous four meetings. What do you expect the scene to be there on Saturday? Bonkers.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. The scene's going to be amazing. St. John's fans are going to take over this building, unquestionably. Arkansas will have a good contingent, but St. John's fans filled up this place plenty on Thursday night, and Saturday is going to be a crazy scene. Dare I say, a borderline Big East semifinal Friday, title game Saturday kind of scene in a building that's even smaller. So, yes, in general on Saturday between McNeese versus Purdue, and I think there's huge upset potential there. McNeese is good enough to beat Purdue, and then for the real headline attraction with Cal and Pitino meeting for a fifth time in their NCAA tournament careers, and obviously many more beyond that. It should be amazing, and I do think, in general, Providence, while there's going to be a lot of good stuff that comes about on Saturday and Sunday across the country, I don't think there's a single site that'll have a better doubleheader than what Providence has been gifted on Saturday.
I just love that we get these two coaches earlier in the season when Rick Pitino inserted himself into the conversation about what should happen at Rupp Arena when John Calipari went back to Lexington. He inserted himself in the conversation, give him a standing ovation. Now I'm fascinated by what the two will say to each other pregame, both having won a national title at Kentucky, both having deep ties to Providence, Rhode Island as well. When you look at the matchup itself, Coach Cal admitted that he did not have his team prepared to face the Jayhawks zone defense. You know, as I know, St. John's has one of the best defenses in the nation, stifling, one of the top teams in KenPom. Do you see this as a mismatch?
I do. I think St. John's will come. And not to say that Arkansas can't win. Of course it can win. Arkansas has a lot of talent. In fact, you could make the case that from a talent perspective, Arkansas actually has more. It's just been a letdown this season. There's also been some injuries. But St. John's has the better defense by far. Arkansas wins with its defense, but St. John's has the better defense, has been the more consistent team. The coaching matchup is completely fascinating. There's no doubt about it. Is it a mismatch overall? Yeah, you look at what St. John's has done. It's mowed over most of its opponents. It has 4 losses by 7 combined points. Arkansas has not been a picture of consistency this season. And in general, Pitino is right now orchestrating and painting one of the 4 or 5 best seasons of his entire career, and I'm including the years that he won national championships. So St. John's will go in favored. The tournament doesn't much care about that. Arkansas can absolutely get this, and these two men, uber competitors, they both know they are 2-2 against each other in the tournament. I promise you that, but it should be a fascinating matchup, and I do think it's got great potential to be a great game as long as Arkansas can be as good as it was here on Thursday in that game. But the thing about St. John's defense is they wear you down and wear you down and wear you down. Arkansas has played great teams in the SEC. It probably needs to have its most consistent game on offense of the entire season in order to have a chance to beat St. John's on Saturday, especially after St. John's is coming off its best 3-point shooting game ever in program history in the tournament. 14
made threes against Omaha. They win by 30, their largest tournament win in school history. For Arkansas, it's a survive and advance game against Kansas, and the two schools, the two Hall of Fame coaches meeting Saturday for a spot in the Sweet 16. Matt Norlander here with us on CBS Sports HQ. Matt, thank you.
Thank you.
And for more awesome content, if you're not watching or listening to this, why not join Matt Norlander, Gary Parrish on the Ion College Basketball Podcast, covering all the big storylines in the big dance. The Ion College Basketball Podcast. Download and follow today.